Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the latest and greatest in technology and innovation. Today, we've got something truly special for you. We're counting down the top 10 amazing robots that actually exist. From robots that can assist in medical surgeries to those that can help around your home, you won't believe what's out there. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 most amazing robots ever made. Let's begin. Number 10. Snake robots. When it comes to the field of robotics, we can certainly learn a lot from nature, but why did it have to be snakes? Snake robots have become a reality in recent years, coming in all shapes and sizes and serving all sorts of different purposes. The folks at Cintiq have created their own version, known as the SnakeBot, which is for stories long, while a snake robot hailing from Carnegie Mellon University is small enough to wiggle around inside of a human, snaking its way through their internal organs. And of course, there are the metallic snakes made by amateurs at home that are built for fun. So while these serpentine cyborgs serve various purposes, they all share the same two important qualities: their small cross-section to length ratio that allows them to move through tight spaces, as well as the ability to change shape, which also allows them to do things like climb trees and make their way up a set of stairs. All of this is due to their construction, though, where multiple independent links are chained together in a process known as hyper-redundancy. This redundancy makes robotic snakes resistant to failure, as they can continue to operate even if certain parts of their body are destroyed. In the grand scheme of robotics, these remote-controlled and even AI snakes are still young, and we're working to see the limits of their ability. But the engineers at NASA Ames Research Center are working to create a snakebot to be used as an interplanetary probe. So, not even the sky's the limit. Number 9. Karatas. There's a reason why anime like Big O, Evangelion, and Gundam have such staying power. The mechs are awesome, and while many designers and engineers have tried to make these anime dreams a reality, none of them as close as the Karatas. Created by Japanese roboticist Wataru Yoshizaki and the artist Kogoro Karata, the Karatas is a real-life functioning mech suit. When the plans for this robo-suit were first revealed in 2012, the Karatas was billed as the first giant boarding robot in the world, and it made its in-person debut at Wonder Festival in 2015. The mech weighs about 4 tons and is 13 feet tall, and requires just one person to operate. Sitting inside the body, the pilot has full access to the mech's controls, moving it around on its 4 wheels and exercising its 30-joint exoskeleton. But despite the seeming complexity of the Karatas, it's operated with something as simple as a 3G touchscreen smartphone, with the onboard pilot's user interface being a Kinect-based device. But the Karatas wouldn't be a true mech if it didn't come packing heat, which is why the creators outfitted their robot with twin 6,000 round per minute BB rotary cannons, a firework launcher, and the humanoid hand they like to call the Iron Crow, that's capable of picking up heavy objects and linked to the pilot's metal-powered glove. And while this thing is absolutely awesome, don't expect to see it roaming the battlefield anytime soon, because it seems to be a one-off project from Yoshizaki and Karata. Number 8. Mini cheetah. It may not be the most graceful thing in the world, but MIT scientists have officially taught a 4-legged machine to run. Dubbed the mini cheetah, this hunk of metal hits a top speed of about 9 miles an hour, or 13 feet per second, which is already faster than the average human. And while the mini cheetah's speed is certainly impressive, what's even more impressive is just how the scientists got it to go so fast. Instead of programming the machine to just run quickly and without toppling over right out of the gate, they opted for an AI and machine learning that allowed their invention to learn through trial and error, all through a simulated world. So, before running down the lab, the mini cheetah was essentially living in its own version of the Matrix. It's both amazing and maybe even a little scary. Either way, kudos to what the team behind it was able to come up with. Because when the Matrix mind ran through all the possible outcomes, it knew exactly what to do when it unplugged and moved around in the real world. This thing can bolt across all types of terrain, from gravel to pavement, ice and grass, without ever falling over, self-correcting itself whenever it feels it's losing its balance. Number 7. Geminoid DK. Imagine yourself walking down the street on another seemingly normal day, minding your own business. But then you cross paths with another being that sends chills down your spine as you step into the uncanny valley. It may not have the most interesting name in the world, but the Geminoid DK is gonna have you fooled at first, second, and maybe even third glance. And even then, you may be asking yourself if this is a human pretending to be a robot rather than the other way around. But rest easy, because this guy is, at the end of the day, just a bucket of nuts and bolts, albeit very well put together. The DK is the next generation of the Geminoid series of ultra-realistic androids from Kokoro, a Japanese firm, and Osaka University roboticist Hiroshi Ishiguro. And believe it or not, this DK was designed to look just like Professor Heinrich Scholf of Aalborg at the University of Denmark. And now pretty much we can't even tell the two apart. The robot impersonator cost about $200,000 US and was created in order to study people's reactions to lifelike robots. Because frankly, unless you're on one of the world's top robotics teams, it's not something many of us have grown accustomed to just yet. Kind of a strange life purpose for the Geminoid DK, but then you have to ask, is something like this even alive? Makes you think, doesn't it? Number 6. Haim, the robotic bartender. Created by the Spanish-based Marco Robotics, Haim is shaking things up, literally, as the world's first humanoid robotic bartender. And while Haim won't listen to all your life's drunken woes, with its amazing AI, it can pour a beer in 23 seconds with pretty great precision. It was tested by serving drinks at a local brewery, and much to the patron's surprise, it was able to pour 300 glasses in an hour. That's not bad, considering the bartender will never tire out or have a salty attitude. Currently, Haim is used at festivals and events. It won't make you a fancy cocktail just yet, but it does have machine learning, so hopefully one day it will make a mean Sazerac. Marco Robotics' future plans involve creating a humanoid robotic chef that can be left alone to assist human chefs. He may end up being one kitchen staff member that can take the heat. Number 5. Spot. While it's certainly not as cute or as playful as AIBO, Boston Dynamics Spot is a game changer in the world of AI, robotics, and machine learning. And with a far more serious price tag of $70,000, Spot is no house pet. It walks around on 4 legs and can navigate all types of terrain, both indoor and outdoor, and walk up and down stairs. It can be put to so many different uses, in fact, that Boston Dynamics vets each and every buyer to make sure that Spot will be put to beneficial use. Since its release in 2016, Spot has used its AI for simple tasks such as gathering images on construction sites to the more complex, like conducting underground exploration for NASA. But to make things even more fun, Spot can carry up to 14 kilograms on its back, has crash detection and dynamic reactions, and can pick itself back up perfectly on the off chance that it falls. The list goes on, even when it comes to 2 payload ports, which can support its mechanical arm that can do anything from bringing you a tool to opening doors. As long as this AI doesn't become smarter than us, we should be fine. Number 4. RoboThespian. Have you ever thought that an actor gave a robotic performance? Well, this one will hopefully do a little bit better. Created in 2004 by UK-based Engineered Arts, RoboThespian is a 3rd-generation AI actor. This humanoid robot can come loaded with a library of songs, gestures, greetings, and impressions to get the part. It's interactive and multilingual too, so it can work with actors all around the globe. They can even interact with other RoboThespians to put on a fully automated robotic theater. It's slowly starting to catch up with movie magic technologies as it comes complete with movement tracking, animation software, lighting, sound, and external device control. And you won't need a fancy computer to control it because the RoboThespian has touchscreen controls. For now, the humanoid can only move using a hidden system of tracks and dollies, but the Engineered Arts team is working hard on giving it autonomous walking ability. That should be interesting. Number 3. Toyota THR3. Toyota THR3 is the 3rd generation of Toyota's humanoid robot program and can only be described as a robotic jack of all trades. It can be programmed to act in several ways, including cleaning, construction, caregiving, and even simple companionship. So whether you have too much to do around the house or just need a friend, the THR3 has got you covered. It can even learn to do new things, so it will never go out of style and constantly undergoes updates as the needs of the owners change over time. But what makes this humanoid robot so special is that it's a hybrid autonomous and remote model. It can either operate on its own or be controlled by a nearby human. But that human isn't going to be sitting at a desk, plugging away at a computer. That's pretty boring. Instead, the Toyota THR3 can sync up to another human wearing a motion capture suit and imitate their every movement. This is just About as close to the world of Neuromancer as we can get, where street samurai and keyboard cowboys reign supreme in a post-human metropolis. So, while the thought of the Toyota THR may seem a bit unconventional, it's important to remember that the robot is stronger than most people, meaning it can make up for nearly every physical human flaw when we need it the most. Will the THR ever replace the labor workforce? Absolutely not. But can it offer help to the elderly or folks with different physical needs? Absolutely. Number 2. T8 Tarantula. Arachnophobia, the fear of spiders. Hairy, 8-legged, 8-eyed creatures ranging from teeny tiny to the size of your hand. All scattering about, hiding in burrows, under sinks, and in the rocks, ready to ensnare their prey, web them up, and suck out their juices. It's all incredibly frightening, but not as frightening as the T8 Tarantula. This is, without a shadow of a doubt, the biggest spider anyone could encounter. Luckily though, it's just a robot, and you can thank Hong Kong-based Robotics for this 8-legged monstrosity. The T8 Tarantula is powered by 26 servo motors, 3 in each leg and 2 in the abdomen, which let it move about the room, dodging rolled-up newspapers in Granny's room. This is a small type of servo, though, so the spider's movements are quite limited for now, but that allows for the model's affordability. So, you don't have to be an MIT scientist to own one and tinker around with it on the weekends. The bot also comes preloaded with Robotic's own control scheme already downloaded, allowing the user to take quick control of the legs, body positions, and walking gait straight out of the box. Just to be safe, I think we should nuke it from orbit. Gonna be pretty cool. Number 1. Emica. While it may be amazing, Emica seems to be as close to a real-life Terminator as we can get. It's the most human expressive robot the world has seen, turning us all right into the uncanny valley without a safety net. Emica makes lifelike facial expressions, from joy to disgust, and even has a sense of personal space. Her creators have gone on to have her lifelike eyes follow their finger around, only to have her react when booped on the nose. Programmers have given her machine, and she's even got her own brain, so when asked questions, respond as if she's a human. When asked if she'd rather jump into a river made of ketchup or a river made of mayonnaise, she responded with ketchup because she prefers the taste. And while the odds of Emica double dipping her fries into ketchup are pretty slim, it's quite chilling to think that she understands the concept of taste. Emica has even said that October is her favorite month because she enjoys the cooler weather and she'd love to explore Paris one day. All of this begs the question, is this really how Emica feels, or is it just part of her programming? But then again, do we even want to find out? I know I don't. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.